Right now that you're speaking like that we, I think crisis. I don't know. I also, even though that even the practice and in my business we have our profit reserve, and we have all that. And one thing's very interesting, like when the COVID just tried, like I was like, where is like what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I have money in the bank, but then like I have more money that it's not. It was keep so safe that I didn't have in mind. And then like, perfect. Like if with this I have 1 month, with this I have other things to more time to have it. So that's wonderful. Yeah. Yes, and that's the thing that crisis put us in this innovation mode. Okay, and that's one of the things, like to make this like introduction and all the things that you have shared to us in this like new book that get different. You know? How would we need? I want to share what we need to do to our business get different and get
so that's, and I just happen to have it here. This is the book.
I wasn't prepared, but
hey! And it's coming out in Espanol, but it's going to take about a year.
Okay,
it's going through translation right now. But what's interesting is I found that business owners who choose to present themselves differently get more opportunity than the ones who present themselves the same.
Okay.
I used to be in computer systems. I set up computer networks. And when a company was out looking for someone, me and my competitors would say, we're computer guys. That was the term, I'm your computer guy, which puts us in a generic bucket. One computer guy is the same as anyone else, from the prospect's vision. So what happens is we get downward price pressure. If you're a computer guy and I'm a computer guy, the prospect could say, well, who's going to charge less because you're both the same? And it causes downward price pressure. And ultimately you see this race to the lowest price point. It's called commoditization.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to not be a commodity is to present yourself differently. And here's the funny thing. Not everything needs to be different. Very little, maybe even only 1% of what you do. So what I did as a computer guy, I decided, well, that's a bad label to use. So I started calling myself a hedge fund technologist. That's the community I served best, where it's hedge funds. And now this was interesting. Nothing else changed. I was the same guy. But when I was meeting with a prospect and they said, tell me about your business, I would say, we are hedge fund technologists, HFTs. And they would say, I've never heard of that. Do you mean there's a special talent and trait for our industry that you have? And I'd say, yes, that's who I am. And even though nothing had changed, the fact I changed my label, it was different. That's the key thing from everyone else. Now I was able to dictate a premium and I attracted more of my best prospects. What we need to do when we market our business, when we put ourselves out there, is to do what the industry isn't doing. The only experience your customers will have with you until they work with you, until that moment, is your marketing. And if your marketing is all the same as everyone else's, you're perceived the same. So in this book, I teach the process of distinguishing ourselves to be different, because then we stage ourselves up to dictate a premium, to get premier customers, to win all the benefits. But it starts in our marketing stage.